Alright, so let's do it. Let's continue forward on the last chapter of Season 1. And is Lion's Arch, in fact, under threat? That seemed to be the indications from our last... Oh, it was 2 of the same email? They're really serious. This is a very serious emergency warning. A massive flying platform has entered Sanctum Harbor. Oh no! Lion's Arch needs us. We are too late. Man, you know what? What a shame. What a shame. We thought we had it all figured out, but in reality, we didn't figure it out in time. All those innocent people gonna die. Well, let's see if we can get there in time to help. Let's see if we can do something. I think we actually have to leave because we had this earlier, right? During Dragon Bash, all the instances that take place in Lion's Arch actually trigger from outside Lion's Arch. You go out the front door. And there it is. So this is tremendously out of place. Oh wait, no, it's not. There we go. Sorry, I thought that was the Welcome to Lion's Arch, but it's actually the cutscene. Okay, I will quit talking then. Except there appears to be no sound, so maybe I can keep talking. There is, but it's super quiet. Weird. No, run, Lion's Arch people. And there's our James Bond villainy sort of big super weapon thing. You know, Doctor Evil sort of nonsense here. Okay, are we actually in now? We are. Okay, so this is... Well, this isn't because this is a... I think this is an instance for... Yeah, this is an instance for me. But there is like an event now for this as well. Sort of, kind of like an event type thing. Kind of like the tower. It's like the tower. This was much different during the original season 1 as well, because this would be an example of another thing. During the original season 1, uh, they simply made Lion's Arch a map where combat was happening, which was cool. It was really cool. Man, Scarlet's so extra. Really over the top.
Feel the fury.
So, yeah. So people would just come into the Lion's Arch map and engage in, the battle for Lion's Arch, which was cool. Now, it worked on a cycle, and I don't remember how long the cycle was. I'm not going to lie. I don't think it was, like, tremendously long. But it was, there were some people who were unhappy with the cycle, because if they came home from work and they only had, like 20 minutes to play Guild Wars 2, then they weren't going to be able to necessarily to get everything out of the event that maybe they wanted to. And so there were definitely some like hurt feelings about that. And I get it, but I don't know, man. Like I mean, aren't there a lot of things that are that way? Kind of like I don't know that that's exclusively like a Guild Wars 2 problem, is it? I don't think so. Just to say, people were salty. So now this is an instance thing, and it's a thing like the tower where you can kind of join a group and do it and come in, and it'll be at various stages of completion. Lion's Arch will be in various stages of chaos or whatever. So one of the interesting things that happened then during this time, because the actual Lion's Arch was no longer a place, no longer a hub, the way it is, today, and the way it was prior to today. And this predates most of the VIP passes. I think there were like one. I think there was one that was out, and then one was introduced around this time. So if you didn't have VIP passes, then you needed to park your tunes somewhere other than Lion's Arch if you wanted like solid access to to merchants and crafters and stuff.
You're right. They're killing anyone who hasn't evacuated yet. We have to get non-combatants out of here.
Aether blades.
Hopefully the Canal Ward gate to Gandharan Fields is still open. Citizens can flee that way.
I'm not fleeing. I'm fighting.
Fair enough. Then I am too.
You there. Come here a second.
Alright. So now we have a whole bunch of different events.
You got some Aether blades stuck in your teeth.
We see up here, and then we got this miasma level, right? So the miasma level is... that's going to go up. Period. Like, regardless. And that's going to happen, like, just over time. Like, that bar is just going to steadily fill over time. No matter what. Where am I going? I don't know where I'm going. Obviously, I'm an idiot. I don't really want to do the Evan Nashblade thing first. So we're just going to try and get some of these done. I'm under the impression that even if we don't get any of these done, when that miasma level fills, this portion of the story is complete. Like, we cannot fail this mission. And I guess in a way, it was originally that way in Season 1 too, right? Because you would dive into a map, and you would kind of just try and participate with, like, what was going on there. But, like, the miasma level would fill up on the map over time as well. So, I mean, this is actually, like, a pretty good representation of what, it was actually like during that time. God damn it. Yeah, I think that's fair. This guy's kind of pissing me off. Hey, you want to do your job, you stupid animal?
This is getting serious. Hey, over here.
Did it go down there and headbutt that dude instead? Ridiculous. Alright, let's save a few more people on our way to see... we'll go over here and see... who's it sits over there? Casimir and... what's her name? Marjorie. Oh, you jerk.
What's going on?
Oh, good, another elite. As I kill myself off reflex.
This is getting serious. I could outrun a centaur.
Let's go, folks.
Replenishing.
These rubble piles have like a, almost like kind of like a map currency for this thing. These heirlooms. There was some stuff that was kind of like pseudo-exclusive that you could exchange those for at the time. I've not, since they rolled Season 1 back out, I have not actually checked to see, you know, like how those can be utilized. I'm sure they can still be utilized in a similar fashion. I just don't, like, know for sure what for because I didn't care enough. So if you wanted to get enough of them to be like relevant to where you're doing something like interesting with them, getting something cool, you would obviously need to do the like group event like multiple times, or maybe the strike mission. I don't know if the strike mission, awards them or not. Maybe it does. Who knows? Who knows, man? I mean, a lot of people know. I don't know. Get going, dude.
I feel good.
Like all this kind of stuff, like rescuing citizens and different, like had achievements associated with it originally as well. Whether or not it does, like right now, I don't know. We'll find out. I don't recall getting a single achievement during this instance when I did my first playthrough on the main account, though. Or first after reintroduction, I should say.
You there. Come here a second.
Wait, who said that? Oh, weird. I don't know.
Feel the fury. We heal as one. This is getting serious.
It is getting serious. Oh no, the miasma's getting worse.
You there. Come here a second.
But apparently, I need to not worry about it for right now. That's what that's what the little pop-up said. Is yes, it's getting worse, but oh, nice, I fell. Okay, well, you know what then? Citizens up there will just have to suck it up, I guess. We'll keep moving since we fell. So you can see the miasma thing like moves relatively quick, which keeps us from spending like 45 minutes in here, which probably wouldn't be like super great, I guess. So presumably we don't want that.
You there. Come here a second.
Who is saying that?
Time to do
Is the Toxic Assassin saying that? There was a Toxic Assassin around last time too. That's a weird like combat line. I thought that was a line used by NPCs to like introduce missions. Or not missions, quests, I guess. Like dynamic quests.
Feel the fury. Others will avenge me.
Doubtful. Doubtful. Let's see, what do we got? We got more around here? There should be more. Ah, yeah, there we go.
Feel the fury.
Alright, so I think we've nearly saved, of course. Nearly saved Casimir and Marjorie over here. We can head and join, Ellen and... Who's over there with Ellen? Magnus? Yeah. Kazam, she says. Quit running, Marjorie. I'm losing time. The miasma's getting worse.
Okay, if that's how you want to play it.
I want to play it like you apparently have dialogue, and I want you to
Smell
use
that?
it.
It's the Toxic Alliance. They've left their mark all over this place.
I don't like the looks of this. Scarlet's taking over the entire city.
Taking it over or destroying it? I'm not sure which.
All these poor Lions archlings.
Lions, archlings.
Archlings?
Yes. I didn't like Lions archers. Come on, let's clear some of these glowy things out of here.
Alright, well, we at least checked one thing
These poor people. We
off
have
of
to
here.
get them to safety.
And like I said, if you wanted to like farm all kinds of achievements for this, that would be in the
Time to fight.
you know, the group content. You'd like go through the group content over and over again, right? Alright, I really don't want to fight all the way to Ellen and Magnus. Let's see if we can kind of blow by some people. Oh, there's a bunch of dudes up there. I don't like it. There's dudes there too. I don't like that either. Ooh. Dudes down here too. Maybe coming down here wasn't the brightest. But I bet this guy's glad we came down here. Or his gal, or whatever.
I feel good.
Stupid, I hate that achievement. Alright. More people. More people. Let's see, do these count towards the encourage when we res folks? I think they do. They do, yep. Wonder what the threshold is to like get that knocked off here. Because I genuinely don't know. I don't feel like we're necessarily like super close. Alright. Ellen and Magnus are up here. Let's just head up there. Captain Magnus, that's a foul stench. The miasma must get... So we're at 50% on the miasma now. Which is... not good, I guess? I mean, presumably it's not good. This is cool. So all this stuff is, like, cool. It's just kind of silly. But I'm not gonna act like, you know, like, it's not, like, visually cool. And, you know, this isn't necessarily fun to do.
Approaching vessels need to be warned up.
Feel the fury.
I'll be right behind.
Oh, sad. Go, Elena. Go.
You there. Come here a second.
Wait, who said that? Wait, am I the one saying that? Weird. Weird. Is it an error? Is it a glitch? Like, so I got a bug? What's going on here?
You'll be doing that one for days. Heal as one.
Hey, get over it, Magnus. Or you know who we don't want saying like my eyes I can't see, like the guy with the giant hammer.
Befoul this locale no more.
Get up, Magnus. Yeah, no, you said that last time. Like, I get it, man. Eye trouble. So stop swinging the hammer. Ah, there's Ellen. She's like ready to go. She's like, see me standing right next to this airship. What, do you have like more to...
Everyone, get aboard the airship. We are leaving.
Relay that order. Keep fighting! We aren't losing the fort!
Magnus, you're hurt, and the fort is gone. Get aboard now.
And there they go. Can we get, like, honestly, like, isn't that a... Shouldn't we... Jump? Nope. It's a shame there's not an achievement for like trying to get on the airship or jumping off there or something. Oh well. Oh well. Oh, we got like Mort. Let's save Mort. Good luck, Mort. Another pile of rubble down here. Get another heirloom. Maybe I'll mess around with this a few more times on my main account. See what I can figure out. Oh no, a Twisted Reaper. Oh! Now we're doing pretty good. So the reason I saved Evan for last is because that escort is like pain in the ass long. And I wanted to get other things done, and that way, if we run out of time with this miasma, if we run out of time on it, then it's just not that big a deal in the grand scheme of things, because we've seen other things, we've accomplished other things. Like, that was my approach. Last time I did this, I did Evan first, and legit spent like half of the time. Like, the miasma timer was like halfway full, and I was still working on Evan, and it was because he like reset. It was really annoying. So I just don't want to deal with that this time. So now we're gonna try and make our way over to Evan
I could
and
do some real damage.
see if we still have time to escort him. We may not. I don't know.
Hey, over here.
Oh, you know what that is? That's me calling to my pet when my pet gets like outside of tether rage. Stupid. How have I never noticed that before? Maybe I just blocked it out because it's stupid. Alright. Are these Aether Blades? No, these are Vigil who are going to help us with Evan. Alright. We're probably not going to complete that one, though, realistically speaking. Especially because I'm going to get one more villager. We're going to reach 20 on citizens here. There he is, though. Hanging out. Evan, all his Dolyaks. So Evan runs the Black Lion Trading Company, right? So this is like all the Black Lion skins. Save the Black Lion skins.
You there. Come here a second.
Let's go, buddy.
Protect my stuff.
Yeah, so there we got like the 3/4 warning. That's what that is.
Your hide.
Oh no. Evan has encountered Aether Blades.
Feel the fury. We heal as one.
I could outrun a centaur.
He has like a weird long pathing too, where he like comes like up and through and around or some nonsense. Like it's kind of silly.
More than enough.
He's just gonna keep going, I guess. All right, bye, Evan. Like, good luck with the next group, I guess. Maybe it's for the best, you know. We don't want him here, surrounded by all this violence. He's a very sensitive guy. I don't know if people realize that about him. Oh no, more of them.
What's going on? You there. We heal as one.
How we doing on miasma? All right, we're getting pretty low now. Like I said, probably not going to get Evan to where he needs to be. That's okay. the grand scheme of things. Oh, yeah, he's actually going for... That's what he's going for. He's going for the gate over here. We got a long way to go. Oh, a whole bunch more of them. Look at that. That's a bunch of them, too. That's some junk, man. So, during the original Season 1, like, 100%, Lion's Arch was not, like, it was not easily navigated. This was an area that was, like, super heavy with enemies that were not necessarily easy enemies. In fact, if anything, I would argue that this instance is actually, well, it's hard to gauge with the difference in the game these days. But you could, make an argument that possibly, it was actually harder to navigate than this instance is. Although the second wave of Aether Blades at this point is a bit much, but oh no, they got me. But it was not, it was certainly not easy to get around, I guess is the point I'm getting to. Hey, oh, actually, I didn't need my gazelle.
I could outrun a centaur.
Keep moving, Evan. Evan. This isn't fun. Isn't fun, Evan. Keep going. Oh, we might make... we're not going to make it. Thought we were close. We're not close. And we only saved 22 people. Which certainly that's not, like, the benchmark for, like, successfully saving people, right? What are you doing with these people, man?
I prefer the appellation privateer.
Okay. Well, you call yourself what you want.
The Legion calls.
Uh-huh. Why are you guys, like, kidnapped? Like, why do you got the little captive symbol above your head?
Get out of my way, Runsky. I gotta
Hey,
get
over
mercenaries
here.
through that gate.
Oh, our miasma thing is full.
I have citizens here who need this gate.
All you need to hurry. Every one of you. Miasma is full.
Feel the fury.
Evan,
Oh,
you
we're
go
taking
ahead.
damage.
I need to get these people out of the city and shut down the gate.
So, when this originally was, like, a thing, right? Yeah, you would die in the city if you left. So, you'd get, like, poisoning just like this. And you would, you'd die. We are also probably going to die. Because we're not going to make it to the exit. So, again, pretty similar. Yeah, it'll depend on whether or not our healing here. But that's not going to give us nearly enough health, honestly, to reach the exit. Oh, man. Can we hide in the sewer? Do you think the miasma's in the sewer? Let's give it a try. We're not going to make it to the sewer. We didn't make it. So we have done all we can. I'm not even going to ask the gazelle to help. Let's just die. Because we're not going to fail the instance just because we died. That'll just be how the instance ends up ending. Bloop. There we go.
Sweet, sweet loot.
Alright. Yes, excellent. So, now, Lion's Arch has been completely overrun. We evacuated who we could. Like, the city is completely destroyed now, right? As it was for an extended period of time. Legit, an extended period of time during Season 1. The Lion's Arch was, like, destroyed, and, why is this like this? They should all be deleted anyway. Alright, so, headed to the evacuation site. This was a real thing during Season 1. So this is, again, true to the original. And this ended up replacing Lion's Arch as a hub. So within the story, the Vigil here, which is located close to Lion's Arch anyway, right? Volunteers their grounds and allows people to like take refuge here and
Feel the fury.
thus this becomes like the hub that replaces Lion's Arch. And we're gonna come up here before we go into the instance, because I don't remember whether the instance shows it. This was the next VIP pass that was introduced, by the way. Is it has all, like, in fact, you can even see it on the map, like all this stuff, right, in this ship. I always thought that it was like the first couple VIP passes they introduced are like pretty weak in my opinion. The World vs. World one, the Fractal one are, in my opinion, by far the best, but I don't own a whole bunch of them. So this up here was like very, very different during that time when this was like the hub. There was all kinds of merchants up here, and in fact, I think even the Mystic Forge and everything was like moved up here. So this looked very different then than it does now. And folks would be all hanging out here, and I mean, it was an interesting time. It wasn't necessarily bad. I used to have some kind of fun. I did complete my first legendary during that time, so I remember using the forge here to complete my first legendary versus, or I no, I'm sorry. I used the forge before Lion's Arch was destroyed to get the precursor, but the hub was here when I completed the actual legendary itself. I can't remember what the very last thing that I ended up like getting to put it all together was. And of course, there were certain things that were harder during that time too. For map completion, you still had to get world versus world map completion, stuff like that. So, it was different. It was different at that time. All right. So this is. It doesn't look that different over there. Let's see. Would we be? Oh, we can go up there. Well, let's. Yeah, dialogue already started.
Saved some, but how many people are still in there?
I don't know. I didn't count.
I'm gonna break Scarlet in half.
Hold on to that thought. It won't be long before we get another chance to go back in.
Next time we save as many as we can. I'm not stopping until they have to carry me out. Is it time yet?
No, Bram. Be patient. We can't go in too soon. The miasma has to dissipate first.
How come Marjorie's antidote isn't working?
Calm down. Calm down, Bram. All right, what's the time again? Say. Yes, Scarlet is responsible. Like, are we understanding now, Timmy? Like, are we starting to get it? Stay here for now. I will not. I will not tell Vorp that you used this stuff. Okay. So there's a whole bunch of stuff here that like contributes to lore. This is all lore stuff. None of it is necessary for us to continue the story. Would it add to? It would, but it would add to what is already a lot of
Don't knock
footage.
it. It doesn't sleep, doesn't need to eat, doesn't feel demoralized by dying patients. The thing just showed up wanting to help. At this point, I could use it.
Greetings, I am Helotron. I will be your designated health repair unit.
Oh no. No. I am not getting worked on by a machine.
Negative thinking impairs recuperation. Please remain calm. Now tell me where you are ailing.
Are you joking?
Does this unit match the appearance of a no-talent minstrel? Now report your injury status. Any delay could mean your expiration. Analyzing miasma aerosol.
You can do that?
Consortium programming offers basic analysis of chemical compounds. Analysis underway.
Can you find a cure?
For current late-stage patients, negative.
Oh no.
However, infection appears to be counteracted by sub-aether harmonics in a localized energy field.
Okay, that's good enough.
Vanguard Field Hospital.
Can barely breathe. Lungs and eyes feel on fire.
It'll pass. You need to take it easy. Now I need your name and unit for the records.
Drax Tenderstride, private. 6th Harbor Detail.
That's fine, soldier. Get some rest.
Get some rest, soldier. Get some rest. All right, we got a hot air balloon here, bringing people in. Oh, look at this. Line guard belonging selector. Doesn't do anything in the instance.
See all the dead Lion Guard they've been pulling out of the city?
Shh. Not around the civilians.
Ooh, scary stuff. Let's see what's going on up here. Oh, it does look like they did to some degree kind of put it together the way it was. I see some tents up here and stuff. Let's see.
I warned Magnus. I warned Keel.
Oh, yeah, look at that. They got the portals.
Scarlet was going to attack the city. Did the council listen? No. Because of them, your friends, your neighbors, dead.
Ooh.
Now I know why he's Captain Magnus the Bloody-Handed. He has the blood of all those innocent people in Lion's Arch on his hands.
Evan Nash.
Oh, Evan's just throwing shade everywhere.
Your job somewhere?
You've been hereby conscripted to Lion Guard service under General Emergency Statute 14.
You're joking. Someone tell me this sorry idiot is playing a joke on me.
For the duration of the emergency, you and Black Lion trading post agents will act as deputy quartermasters, outfitting all active personnel.
And what if I refuse? What if I pull up stakes and leave you suckers in the dust?
Considering you are now technically a Lion Guard supply officer, desertion would mean confiscation of your wares and summary execution.
So, it's either get robbed blind by you Lion Guard or get hanged?
Firing squad, actually. And it's not you or us anymore, Quartermaster Nashblade. Speaking of which, we need 24 swords, 12 axes, 20 shields, and 40 rifles.
Just tell me one thing. Keel, he's dead, right? Give the guy good news.
She and Captain Magnus are at a relief camp to the south, and your deputizing was Captain Keel's idea.
Of course it was.
Of course it was.
No, man. All right. Poor Evan. Like, in fairness to Evan, right? That is some junk. Like, you know, federalizing his whole thing is. These were. See how they each have a dungeon skin? Honor of the Waves with its Codicus Manor. Citadel Flame. Is that what it is? Citadel Flame? Cathedral Flame? I always get the Guild Wars 1 and Guild Wars 2 names mixed up. Anyway, Cough. COE? SE? No, that's Codicus Manor. Ascalon Catacombs? No, that's Ascalon Catacombs. Ra. Which one is this? Oh, this Twilight Arbor? I guess it's Twilight Arbor. Doesn't look right though. That doesn't look like the Twilight Arbor armor skin. Huh. Anyway, there's the Forge. All kinds of stuff. Yeah, they set it up like it used to be. That is pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right, let's get down, finish up this little bit of business here, so we can move forward. And this was, like I mentioned, this was an extended period of time when all this was like this. And even after, season 1 comes to a close, Lion's Arch remains. There was a separate map that was like the damaged Lion's Arch, which I was a real pain to navigate, but was nice to park tunes because the original Lion's Arch had let's see, who's that? Do we care? I don't think we care. The original Lion's Arch had various amenities, like kind of far from each other. The damaged Lion's Arch had everything like right on top of each other.
You ready, Bram?
It was almost like a VIP
Kill
pass in
some
that
bad
sense.
guys and save some innocents? Do you even have to ask?
I just like to hear you say it.
I'm ready.
And really, compared to old Lion's Arch and damaged Lion's Arch, like it is understandable why there are folks out there who do not like new Lion's Arch. Compared to the other two, I do not like new Lion's Arch. Do I think new Lion's Arch is like bad? Nah, it's fine. I mean, it is what it is. But old Lion's Arch was definitely best Lion's Arch, like without a doubt.
I could outrun a centaur.
It was just right there. Like, it would have been dumb for me not to do it. Alright. The Battle for Lion's Arch. Here we go. The instance for which chapter is named after. Oh, we got mail too. We're taking back Lion's Arch. Twice. Calm down, Magnus. 55 seconds old. Lion Guard have regrouped and we're ready. With our allies from Vigil, Dermot Priory, and Order of Whispers. I feel like there was a name for that with the Pact, like from the Pact. We will storm Lion's Arch, establish rally positions, cut down Scarlet's forces, and take the fight to Scarlet herself. After a year of suffering, invasion, and death at her hands, we have Scarlet right where we want her. Come to Lion's Arch with your rage and your best weapon. Alright, so on and so forth. Fight alongside me. Okay. Let's do it. Let's retake Lion's Arch. So here's the public one. So just like going through the tower, now we need to go through the Lion's Arch public instance. Yeah, maybe they're like 75% done. Wouldn't that be something? There's a commander on the map. And of course there's Aether Blades like literally right in front of us.
Feel the fury. Friends, you dummies. You can't have it.
You dummies. I didn't want to do this part at all. I fell that much short of the bar being complete. I don't think like random Aether Blades like do anything to help me out.
Scarlet never does anything small.
Alright, so we're going to try Battle for Lion's Arch again. So previously I had given this a whirl and it did not go well. Unfortunately, this is designed so that you have to complete the public instance in order to advance on your storyline, at least as far as I can tell. And as time passes, it's going to be increasingly difficult to complete that story instance. Previously, I had advanced all the way up to where my bar was about 90% full. And the story instance just wasn't, like there were only like 3 people on each boss, and there were the 3 bosses, and it was kind of a mess. And when I left, it reset the bar. So this is kind of a problem. We're going to try it again, and we're going to try and see it through to completion. I don't know how bad this is going to be or how much time it's going to take. Given the time that I have available in a certain day, it's not peak hours. And I don't know if we are going to get an instance that has people, that has a commander tag, and even if it doesn't have a commander tag, are we going to get people who are active in this or not? Maybe? Like maybe there's one person poking around in there? I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. So, man, like we're going to try because I want to finish this. I really genuinely do. I want to get through this story, and we need to get through this story because we want to finish season 1, right? So we're gonna do what we can here, but I don't know how it's gonna go. Let's find out. Let's find out how it's gonna go. And this is kind of important because like this is relevant to every person wanting to finish season 1.
Hurts, doesn't it? Feel the fury.
Alright, let's see here. So I don't... There's a lot that I don't know about how this is going to play out. In the past when I had gone through this, so in the original season 1, like this was kind of a non-issue. It was available when it was available. And then it went away when it went away. And there was no need to fill a green bar in the original season 1, right? Like that idea would have been silly. Oh, we got another player. Where are they going? Like I should try to stay close to them if I can. What are they doing though? I'm not sure they know what they're doing. Man, so well, I mean, at least we have one other person here. I assume that they're in the same situation that I'm in, right? Like I think that's a reasonable assumption. We'll just engage all these dudes, which is probably like a real bad idea, but we're gonna do it anyway. We need to get down here. We need to catch these guys. But We'll get down there in due time. Alright, you're going in there? Okay, I guess we'll go in there. This isn't necessarily like helpful though, just to fight all these dudes. We need to finish events, right? Like look at our bar right now, 0. Killing these dudes doesn't matter. Which in of itself is like pretty frustrating, right? Because we want to advance in the story, but it doesn't matter what we do in here if we're not completing the events. It's interesting that this is, and I think it's bad design. I think this is a kind of a poor reflection on ArenaNet. That this is the way they decided to go with this when knowing that people were still going to be trying to complete Season 1 a year down the road, or 2 years down the road, or whatever the case may be. What are those people going to do as this gets increasingly less populated, or are they counting on it like always being populated? If that's the case, is that smart on ArenaNet's part? Like, I think the obvious answer is no. And yet that's the situation we have. So, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What a day! What a day! And it really has been a mess, honestly. Turns out getting out of the army is super hard, and not necessarily like a rewarding process, which is too bad. You'd think they'd make it easy to get out of the army after all the time you spent in the army, but no. No, they want it to be hard. I guess they want people to stay in the army? I don't know. I don't know. Alright. We cleared this zone. Which, like, great. So that advanced our bar. But at the end of the day, who cares? So last time, clearing the zones was not enough to make a meaningful difference. I mean, I should take that back. It made a meaningful difference, but clearing the zones was not enough to complete the story. And it was necessary to try and finish the bosses to advance our storyline. That's not where we're going to want to be on this. Because if this is it for this instance, if the two of us are what's in here, then beating bosses is like probably not an option that's on the table. So what is finishing this bar look like? I don't know. Are they going this way? I mean, I gotta stick with this person. Like, this person is my lifeline. I'm their lifeline, but they seem to be pretty determined on where they're going. Do you know where you're going? I feel like they don't know where they're going. I know where I want to go. Are they not wanting me to tag along? Like, we have to do... Yeah, they're acting like they don't want me to join them, but that's going to make this harder. Like, they should 100% want us to do this together. We'll see. We'll see. What's going on over here? Oh, that's what's-her-name's house. She's got a shield up, it seems. Of course, reflects.
Time to do some real damage.
Reflects are like my great weakness. here we go with this nonsense. Now, my experience last time was that nothing here scaled well. Like, at all. Abysmal scaling. Maybe, I'm not optimistic, but maybe will prove different for our green bar up here. Maybe it'll scale better since there's only 2 of us in the instance. Again, no, I don't believe that for a second, but I'm open to being proven wrong. And if I am proven wrong, then that's great, because that's the answer to the whole question I'm asking right now, which is what is ArenaNet's vision for how people are going to advance the storyline when there isn't anything happening. Alright, where are you going, buddy? I'll follow you, Jane. Is that supposed to be one of the probes? I think it is.
Feel the fury.
Yeah, is that going to be adequate for these groups? Like, I feel like it's not. And I'm not actually fighting the group right now. I'm not doing much to help her. Shame on me. There we go. Let's get over here where the actual folks with the red X's over their heads are. Lion's Gate has been recaptured. Okay, so yeah, we got a mentor tag over here. We got other folks on the map. Did that affect our green bar? Did not. So in a sense, not being part of the big group or another group appears to be hurting us as well. And I think it'd be erroneous, or it would appear to be erroneous, to say, well, you know, if we can reach the boss phase, that'll sort everything out, because I don't feel like that's accurate based on my experience last time, where the boss phase was actually part of the problem. Now, I guess if you were to make the argument, well, they want this to they want this to be a replayable thing, and that's why it's designed the way it is. They want this to be something that people turn to regularly for like certain rewards, because there are certain rewards that are very specific to this instance. I get that, but the problem is, because this also functions as a or there's also a strike mission that duplicates this experience, then that doesn't work very well, does it? Because people will just do the strike mission. Oh, this guy's brutal too. Oh, there's someone else over there? Oh, man. He's having a rough go of it too. Is there more there? Okay, there are a couple people over here.
Time to do some real damage. I could outrun a centaur.
Feel the fury.
He doesn't appear to scale terribly. He is easier this time around. Like, he's taking damage at a much faster rate. than he did last time I encountered this guy. So, while I stand by my statement that, like, this whole thing doesn't scale very well, this guy, you know, at least the champs appear to scale relatively effectively. Oh, but not if you're stupid. We got someone who's downed over here. I'm about to be down too. You know why I'm helping them? Because I want help when I'm down. That is 100% what I'm doing right here. Oh, man. Not optimal. That's right. We'll see if my pet can get me up here in a second. Or this guy can get me up. That's fine.
Time to do some real damage.
Yeah, he's already down under 50%. So he is dying much faster than last time. Oh, is he reflecting it? Yeah, he is. I knew there was a reason I didn't want to use axes on him. Stupid, man. Stupid. Oh, I'm about to get jacked by that explosion.
Not enough endurance.
Am I gonna die before? Yep. Oh no! This isn't going well. Is my pet still? Well, my pet can't help me if this dude just keeps, like, annihilating me. Man, he really hates me. There we go. I don't think we're moving along at a fast enough pace. All right, where are you going next, Mentor, buddy? I don't see where they went. Oh, there they are.
Well executed.
Thank you. I like to think I execute well.
This can't be.
So I just work off the assumption, it could be a completely inaccurate one, that all these folks are basically trying to achieve what we're achieving. Or we're also trying to achieve. And I don't know... Like, I do wonder how they're finding the experience. Like, right, because my feelings on all this are very particular and are shaped by, like, very specific ideas. And those things include, like, my skill level, which is low, right? Like, admittedly. I would never fight, like, that statement. So, if you're, like, really, really good at this game, is this a problem at all? Like, is the way that, you know, like, what you have to achieve or the way that it scales or any of that stuff, like, is any of that a problem? I have no idea. And I'm kind of curious about it. But I can't see any of this through, like, other people's eyes. Like, I have no idea what their experiences are. Man. Like, I'd love to be seeing this go up more. Is there a champ here or something? Way up in there? Alright, well, let's head up there, I guess. Man, I hate that achievement. One of my least favorite achievements. One of my least favorite things they introduced to the game. Like, every aspect of that whole thing is stupid in my opinion. Don't get me wrong, like, swim speed, great, I guess. Irrelevant, like, not really very important. But cool, man. Cool that we can get swim speed. But, like, I don't know. It's because they rolled out, like, the underwater mount thing. Like, do I really care? Do I really care about swim speed? I feel like I don't. There are things I care way more about right now. Like trying to figure out how to get out of the army when apparently, like, nobody wants me to be able to do it. Like, that's a much greater concern to me right now.
They'll have to hit much harder.
What's going on here with this thing? Can we actually, like... We need to do some damage this thing. It's slow going, though. Man, that thing is tough. Oh, and then it ended up not mattering anyway once we beat that group. Alright, where's that champ at? Way out there. Oh, did everybody else waypoint? I think everyone else waypointed. Of course they did. That makes way more sense than running over there. That's what I should have done. Maybe we can do it here in a second. Alright, how's our green bar looking? So, in fairness, if I'm being completely honest about every aspect of this whole thing, it does look like our green bar is moving faster than it did last time. Which is what we want. We want that thing full so that we just don't have to deal with any of this anymore. This is another rough one.
Time to do some real damage. I could outrun a centaur. They'll have to hit much harder.
Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. Teleports, pools. I don't see anything about reflex. Let's get a little standoff. We'll use our axes. Watch, I'll be dead wrong. He's going to start reflecting in just a second. I'm going to have a real bad day.
Replenishing.
Alright, we almost got him. I wonder how close that's going to get us. So, I think... So, last time, when we got to boss phase and experienced that whole thing, it was at like 90% full. We are already at like 80% full. And We have ample opportunity on this map to try and finish it. So isn't that interesting? And I don't. Is that good? Like, I mean, it's good for us right now. That apparently we have the opportunity to try and finish this up. But I wonder how that... I still feel it scales badly, but obviously it scales to some degree, or that wouldn't be true, would it? Huh. Well, let's hope that with another event or two, we find it full. Because that's what we want, right? We want that green bar full so that we can move on. Because there's still instances with Escape from Lion's Arch. So obviously, Lion's Arch, LA, Escape from LA, like it's obviously a joke, by the way. Like we all got that, right? And that's a horrible movie. Like I feel like even at its time, it was a horrible movie. It's certainly more horrible than ever before. Like it did not age well. Anyway, Escape from LA, right? Like we still got instances for that as well. So we need to. We need for this to go. Okay, that's about where we were last time. And yet, there's so much to do on this map. How strange is that? But great news, great news. So we do face a little bit of like an ethical problem, right? I don't want to play this map through to completion because I already had one bad experience with one of these instances. I want to be done with this nonsense. I want to move on. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What we got? 6 to 7 people here, maybe. That is not enough to complete the map. Are we obligated to help them out, try and see them through to completion? There we go. What we could not do last time came relatively easy this time, which is amazing. It's great news. I feel... Alright, you know what? We'll do a little bit more. We'll help. I mean, is that really helping them to do a little bit more? Or is that like a false promise? To act like we're gonna do more with them, and then we're not. We're gonna finish this up, and then we're gonna go into that instance. We're not gonna see this map through. That's a little bit kind of unfortunate for them or whatever, but you know, like our last experience was like that, where you know the commander bounced when the map was like 90%, and the whole thing was just a negative experience all the way around. I don't know that I should feel obligated to compensate for ArenaNet's bad design. And in fact, I don't feel obligated. Especially, you know, like it's a terrible excuse, but I'm having an awful day. I don't, you know, is it gonna, you know, I'm not trying to fix ArenaNet's crap. If they made the bosses to where they don't scale and these folks can't finish it, that's not my fault. I want to advance my story. We're going to go advance the story. But we will finish this because there's some rewards. We're here. We're doing it. There are rewards associated with it. Let's finish it. Oh, I'm killing myself by reflex, man. Like, I have to be the dumbest person ever when it comes to reflex. I don't remember if there were reflex in the instance or not. We should keep an eye on that, shouldn't we? We should. We should. So I mentioned this a number of times. I understand. I'm completely sympathetic to the necessity or the perceived necessity on the part of ArenaNet for like the progress bar thing. I get it, man. I really do. Like I 100% do. However, they don't feel good, and bad scaling makes them feel worse. And that's part of what led us to where we are now. What if they had made this like 5-man dungeon content? Imagine that. Instead of making a public instance where you needed a whole bunch of people, what if it was 5-man instance content? Okay, so here we are. This creation.
To just die. Pulling out all the stops in 3, 2, 1.
Here we go. All right, Scarlet.
Elements they can provide, armed with an energy cannon to match. Warm up the generator. Let loose the pain.
Whoa. It's hard to drink a rum and coke and fight Scarlet at the same time. Okay. Oh, I dodged too soon.
I could outrun a centaur.
So, I don't remember this particular little encounter at all. At all. I'm not saying it didn't happen. I 100% do not remember it. Was she just reflecting? Ooh, I hope not. Now, the next sequence, though, that we're going to encounter after this was very much a part of Season 1. I'm not saying that this wasn't. I'm saying I don't remember it in Season 1. It very well may have been a part of the whole thing. I don't know.
Outrun a centaur.
99, 98, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. But you're not. Here I come.
Where's Blue at? Blue's way over there on the other side. Oh, what do we got going on over here?
Stand still. Feel the let me show you what your insides look like.
So the boss within a boss thing is kind of a little bit tiresome. I get it, but it is a little bit tiresome. But is it a better solution than a boss that just has like an ungodly health pool? Like, oh, what's the big trick with this boss? A massive health pool that you just like can't overcome, right? Like nobody would, or not that you can't overcome, but like nobody would enjoy that. I don't think so. Maybe having the addition of these other Scarlet Briars is is preferred, and is consistent with the number of times in the story where Scarlet has part of her thing has been I didn't address that properly. Has been like holograms and hard light holograms and so forth. Oh man, didn't get away from the whole flower thing fast enough. It's gonna be getting up's gonna be a real problem. So I have Helotron's helping me out here. That made all the difference for me there. And we can see we actually have 3 of them. So I don't recall that all 3 have to be beaten like simultaneously or close to simultaneously or anything like that. But it would not surprise me if they all 3 needed to be beaten within like 2 minutes of each other or some nonsense like that. That would be kind of consistent with like ArenaNet's design philosophy. Ooh, am I like frosty or what? Crippled. Oh, that didn't work out well. Can I kind of hide right here for a minute? I think I can. All right, so we need to get static down quite a bit, which it would help us if we did that. There we go.
Feel the fury. Hurts, doesn't it?
Ooh, that burning's gonna be a real problem. Yep, real problem. I almost wonder if I shouldn't have considered longbow for this encounter. Might not have been a terrible idea. I'm not saying it would have been a great idea, but might not have been a terrible idea. Alright, so we got that one down under 50%. We need to circle back around because Synergetic is still quite high in health. And again, I don't know that that they need to be taken down like within a certain amount of time of each other, but I feel like that's a reasonable suspicion. Alright, we got Synergetic working down pretty good here. Alright, let's let her go for a second. We'll come around, we'll circle around, get Dynamic a little bit. Alright, we got Dynamic down, way down. In fact, Dynamic might die before we get around to Static over here. Close, not quite. Let's see if we can finish Static. Static is the problem with the fire, so let's see if we can just finish her up. Well, the other two, I haven't seen anything about a timer, so maybe, maybe not. Maybe not. Didn't give me a green field either. Can I get some help? You guys who have green fields, can I get... Or can I get some more fields put down? There's a green field way over there. Holy moly. Alright. Well, it's a good thing that they weren't within a certain time of each other, because that proved to be a little bit of a problem. Alright, Synergetic down. We need to go get our blue field, or we're not going to have fun with Dynamics. Run, you. Oh. Okay. Someone finished up Dynamics for me. Thank you. I'm going to assume it was Bram. Bram doesn't get enough credit. We're going to need more fields, obviously. Because right now we're not doing any damage. Where are the fields? Micro Prime holograms. Oh, man. We don't like this. Oh, I got no dodges. Go, you. We need them clumped up like this so that our axes are doing some of our work for us. That's what we need. Oh, our axes aren't doing work for us, though. What the heck, man? There we go. Those two are pretty close. I feel like something was reflecting there. Reflex, man. The bane of my existence. Alright, we're getting closer. Ooh. Apparently you can't even go into those areas. Good to know. Alright, are we quite there yet? No, we're getting closer.
Not enough energy.
Do we have to kill all of them? I feel like that's a bit much. Scarlet.
Some real damage.
Man, that's gonna give me a bad day. What do we got left here? Is it just the one way over there? Are you the only one left? The Prime Micro Prime hologram.
Feel the fury.
All right, was that all of them?
Is it just me or?
Oh, Scarlet. Oh, Scarlet. All right, so I guess we got Scarlet now. We've knocked her down, and there she goes to her.
Stay close, Casimir. We're taking Lion's Arch back.
Oh,
City has friends, you dummies. You can't have it.
oh, such strong words from Casimir. All right.
You fight well for a golem.
Negative. I am not programmed for combat.
Then what are you doing up here?
2 directives. Scarlet must be stopped. I must prove I am not aligned with that criminal.
Considering your actions today, you're clear in my eyes.
Processing. Most difficult directive achieved. Is this what joy feels like?
It is Helitron, who later is like Ho-Ho-Tron and a number of other Trons with different like events and so forth. He's like a kind of a character. He's like a running gag. I guess you would say. I guess you would say. All right. What's going on here, Scarlet?
Good. We're all here.
Are we?
Yeah, just in time, too. Scarlet's wounded.
Be careful. Just because she's down doesn't mean she's out.
All together then?
All together. Let's finish this for good.
Why don't you lead the way? We'll be right behind you.
All right. So Casimir's like hiccup thing is like a weird like tick that they gave her, like a weird little character flaw kind of thing. When she's like nervous, then she like hiccups. It's a weird thing. It also has something to do with her like ability to detect lying too. Like that's we'll see that like later. Like that's a weird thing too. But they don't. I don't think they've introduced that yet. They introduce it later. We'll get to it. It's stupid. So this is particularly important for Rox, right? Because what happens if Rox is the one to put down Scarlet? She gets into Ritlock's warband, right?
About to get your wish, Rox. Looks like the stone warband's within your grasp.
Calm down,
This is
Bram.
going for you, Bram. We'll do this together.
Calm down. Calm down.
I have a bad feeling about.
See the hiccup
Don't worry.
thing?
I've arrested plenty of scum like her.
Just look at you. All you heroes. And here, at the center, little old me. Aren't you even curious about why I did it? All this chaos and destruction?
Doesn't matter now. You're done.
You failed.
Wrong. Tyria will bow before a new master.
No. We'll stand together against any enemy.
Yeah, we're Tyrians. We don't like getting pushed around.
So, what now? You big, strong heroes going to take me to jail?
Something like that.
Jory, be careful.
I'll do something all right. I'll end this for good.
That's it. Come and get me, if you dare.
Bram, talk to me. Your leg.
It's broken. I know. I'll be okay. Go, get her.
What? Go? No, I can't leave you here like this. It's too dangerous. We have to get you out of here.
Go, Rox. It's your chance to get in the warband. You have to.
I don't have to do anything. I'm not leaving you alone in such a vulnerable position.
Jory? Jory! Oh, sweet Duena, help her. She's not. You monster!
Oh, Casimir unhinged.
This is my drill. Mine! I'll take you down with me if I have to.
Well, that didn't go well for me.
was inevitable. I won't let you spoil it.
I guess I don't get to just finish her? Like, I have to do it this way? I thought you could finish her. Maybe I just botched it up. Maybe another go. I gotta get my stability back, then. Anyway, so we see both Bram and Marjorie take like some significant damage there, which is not good, right, for them.
You can't get through my shield. I will finish what I started here. I will!
Oh, buddy. Well, hurry up, Casimir, because this is annoying.
Oh, princess. I'll kill every
Now,
last one of
see.
you.
So this did not go this way. Like, this was not how this was in Season 1, by the way. If I recall correctly, in Season 1, he just went and spiked her. But that's okay.
My name. Calling me that. It's not my name.
Her shield drops the kid. Make it count. End this. Now!
Well, I'm trying, Casimir, but...
Here I am. I'm over here. No, I'm over here.
Alright.
You couldn't hit a city gate. Here I am. I'm over here. Fury.
I don't know, I genuinely don't remember what they expect me to do here. What? Did my downed skill, like, kill her? So stupid. Oh, ArenaNet and your bad design. You are the worst.
Here I am.
Nope. No, it didn't kill her. Like, we're still experiencing this nonsense. Ridiculous. There we go.
You think my death saves you? Too late.
Whatever, man.
Jory? Oh, gods. Are you okay? Oh. Jory. Oh, Jory, I thought you were... I thought...
Hush, love. I'm okay. Folks love some battlefield magic on me. It's okay, honey. I'm going to be okay.
Guess it's a good thing you stayed behind, huh?
Definitely a good thing, my friend. Definitely a good thing. All right, hero. That's enough cuddling for now. You better report this to Magnus. I bet everyone on the ground could use some good news.
Indeed. So weird that the cutscenes for season 1 are oddly quiet. Like, as far as I know, that's not a setting I have. It's just, it's just your internet.
need to retreat. The whole place is coming down. Hurry!
So that cutscene that we just saw, I don't know. I genuinely would be curious, and maybe I might even get on YouTube later to see whether or not that was originally part of season 1, because I don't remember any references to the dragons at this point in time, which is very clearly what that was. And maybe I just don't remember it properly. Maybe I didn't understand it because it only became clear in hindsight once we, played through and got to Heart of Thorns and stuff. But I don't remember that being a thing. When Scarlet, as I recall, when Scarlet died, her whole thing was still fairly unclear, and it was season 2 that helped us clarify that. But I might be mistaken. I genuinely don't remember. Under any circumstances, for our story playthrough, season 2 is going to do a lot to clarify what is going on here. Season 2 is going to be our transition to the Guild Wars 2 that we currently know, because do I have to? I can't, I have to go through that. Such weird design. Who knows, man? Who knows? All right. So Scarlet is now. So the big baddie for season 1 is now. Oh, do I need to open a letter or no? Dead end bar. Back to the dead end bar. Yeah, there we go. So Scarlet, the big baddie for season 1, is now dead. We have won season 1, practically speaking. But what does that actually mean? And that's really what season 2 more than anything else is going to give us. So the reintroduced season 1 is really just, and kind of always was anyway, kind of a transition to season 2. Remember, the living world was supposed to be an ongoing thing, so there was never going to be a nice, tidy bow. Nice, tidy bows are for the way they currently introduce content.
We're celebrating Scarlet's demise. It's good you could make it.
There's our party invitation to this.
Relax, Bram. Sit down. If you keep standing on that leg.
Better ease up on that leg, B, or it won't heal right.
B.
It doesn't hurt anymore.
Is that why you make that bear noise every time you sit down?
That's just the spirit moving in me.
Ha ha ha.
Toast to the hero of the hour. And
Yay!
oh yeah. So, tell me, how did it feel to stomp the evil snot out of Scarlet?
Well, it was actually annoying because of the way they worked it out. No. Why did they do this? I mean, I guess. You know what? Let's give it to Bram. Kabram.
Oh no, you did not just.
Oh, I did, Marjorie. I did. Ha. Ha ha.
What's so funny?
Hey, Tommy.
That's not funny.
Join us, Tiny. We're celebrating our victory over Scarlet. Would you like some juice?
Did she walk in here? Because, the golem's not allowed?
We still can.
Whoa, why are you so salty, Tommy? Why is she so salty?
What's that?
Look how tiny she is.
Nothing.
Come on, kid. What are you
Mid-thigh. And this is the shortest human model. So she's about, 1 foot, 8 inches?
You know, don't you?
Maybe 2 feet?
Scarlet wasn't just fooling around.
You know something? Tell us.
Do I know something? Do I? Heard that dragon's cry. See, I don't remember this being a reference to dragon. Maybe I just don't remember. That was her plan all along. Her drill caused one of them to stir. Okay. The dragons consume magic. Ley lines are currents in an ocean of magic. And Scarlet threw a giant rock into that pool, sending ripples out to the dragon. It makes sense. You're brilliant. Thank you, I am. I've been crafting this theory for a while. And assembling the pieces, yeah.
Much as I loathe to even entertain the idea, I do believe you're right.
And here we thought Scarlet was the worst of our problems.
I'm not afraid of no dragon.
Bram, I'll have to take you to the brand sometime. No single warrior can stand alone against a dragon.
Fortunately, we have each other.
Why is that funny?
What?
Yeah, what?
You on our team, Squeak? How could we possibly lose?
Why are we all just standing around? Is someone else gonna walk in, or what's going on? Oh, jeez,
Who let
Bram.
that bear in here?
Don't make me laugh.
Hey, that's my line.
We'd better feed that bear before it decides we're food.
I requested a roast chicken from the kitchen. We'll eat soon.
Well, can we eat now, or are we just gonna have a bunch of dead space in the instance? Oh, there we go.
Miss Margie, have you any idea how difficult you've been making my life? Mother never shuts up about you.
I told you never to call me that.
You told me lots of things, sis.
Sis? Jory, is this your sister?
Yes. Come on in, Belinda. Say hello to my friends.
It would be my pleasure.
See, I don't remember this either. I feel like
Hi, Marjorie's friends.
originally
You're the band that took
Casimir
my side.
doesn't meet Belinda until later. And we don't meet Belinda until later.
Congratulations on killing Scarlet. That Silvari was trouble with a capital T. So how are you? You're looking a little skinny.
Oh, gods, don't tell Mama that. Besides, look at you, getting fat in that cushy new Seraph post of yours.
Oh, I don't think she's fat at all.
Why, thank you. My sister's always been jealous of my voluptuous figure. She used to call me Big Belly.
Only because you called me Little Miss Margie. Like I was some snooty noble or something.
Oh,
You were snooty. Marjorie used to order me and all the other kids around, even though she was the youngest.
What's this about Mama fretting?
Oh, you know how she gets. And when she heard you'd been in the fight against Scarlet, well,
She sent you to check on me.
I'm to report back this evening. I can't stay long, my dear. I'm just here to count your limbs and listen to your heart. So, how is your heart?
Strong as ever. What do you think of Casimir?
She's beautiful and charming, but isn't she from a noble family?
She used to be. Her family lost its titles under tragic circumstances. She's one of us now. She works for me.
I see. Well, in that case, I wish you and her every happiness. I can see that you care deeply for her.
Yes, I do.
Congratulations. I'm happy for you.
What, no one's happy for me?
I heard you dealt the killing blow
Ah,
to
there we go.
Scarlet. You have my respect and gratitude.
Well, thank you, Belinda. Can we talk to Belinda?
There.
Marjorie's told me a lot about you. Cool. She's always been such a loner. Well, that goes hand in hand with being an edgelord, I guess. You're Seraph, huh? Because we can't tell by, looking at her. That's right. Posted at Fort Salma. But in a week, they're sending me on a long expedition to Brisbane Wildlands. Yeah, so this definitely was added after the fact because it's like trying to tie to Season 2. I think what we'll find when we get to Season 2 is that everyone's going to act like it's our first time meeting Belinda. Which is going to look real dumb.
It was so nice
But,
to meet you all.
what are we going to do?
Did you get in trouble for roaming the camp?
No. Yes. Zoja gave me extra calculations as a punishment, and I never got to see Scarlet.
Sounds like Zoja cares about you.
No, she doesn't. She cares about her record. If I do well, it reflects positively on her as my college mentor.
Aw, poor Timey. It's hard being
Like Zoja's
Timey.
college?
I was not designed to be in synergetics. I was designed for statics.
I don't know what that means.
It means I'd rather make stuff than talk about making stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Huh.
Me too.
These long pauses are
It'd be
super weird.
Nice to have a sister.
So is this supposed to give us the impression that we're just chilling? Like things have left on a relatively calm note. To be continued. So I am curious. I may even go back to YouTube, see if I can find original footage of season 1. But I'm pretty confident that a lot of this was added after the fact. Yay, another box.
You want to hear about the new Aether phaser I invented for my golem?
I
modeled
do
it
not. Do not, in fact. I do not want to hear about the Aether phaser. Oh, weeks later. Oh, we have a letter. All right. Lion's Archery construction effort is in full swing. But even with help from our friends and neighbors across Tyria, it's going slow. Queen Jen has offered her support, and mercantile partners, the Zephyrites, are inbound to offer their support. Cool, cool. I want to provide the Zephyrites with the most prestigious reception I can muster. So at this point, if I remember correctly, the Zephyrites had already visited once, right? And that was the Festival of the Four Winds stuff. And we believe they're coming back, and that's what paves the way for Season 2, which is what we're going to dive into next time. So I am pleased to have Season 1 done, because it gives us a transition to where the story starts to have a little bit more continuity. I don't think Season 1 was the worst, and even after playing through it a couple times, like I still remember it fondly, even if it's kind of a mess playing back through at this point. But it is a mess playing back through this point. And with Season 2, and I feel like Season 2 is underrated. I do think Season 2 is better than Season 3. Even though we're looking forward to Season 2, which has a ton more continuity and makes a lot more sense, Season 1 definitely has its charms. And when they rolled it back out, they rolled it out with a new touch and with some new instances and, of course, pretty solid rewards. And then we saw that some things really aren't that good about it. The tower and the Escape from LA thing, like, those are not really well designed. We had good luck on the tower. We did not have good luck on Escape from Lion's Arch. And now we can kind of put that all behind us. And it's really like single-player instance type stuff from here on out. Unless way down the road we decide to do champions as a group. Why are you standing next to me and waving? Who are you talking to? I'm trying to wrap this video. You jerks. Man, you just... people in Divinity's Reach. No respect. So, overall, glad to have Season 1 wrapped up. Looking forward to starting Season 2. We'll do that here in the next few days. And we're going to continue to charge forward because Season 2 is going to be our runway towards getting into expansions. When Season 1 was a thing, and even when Season 1 wrapped up, we had no indications they were going to do expansions. Season 1, we believed, was how things were going to go. It wasn't until Season 2 that we started to have an inkling that the Living World thing was not working out the way they planned. So during Season 1, like, we totally thought that was going to be the thing. Now, of course, we know better, and we can kind of look back with an understanding of everything, and that's going to make a lot more sense with Season 2. So looking forward to that. Excited about it. And happy to have Season 1 behind us. So I will look forward to you joining me on Season 2. Thank you, and have a good one.